Well, hello there. It's me, your very favorite natural internet bodybuilder, or at least I hope one of your very favorites, coming to you here on the M.A.N channel with 30 plus years of natural physique constructing experience. And the problem seems to be here very early on in my YouTube career, as I've only put up about 7 or 8 videos and been at this about 4 weeks. The problem is there's someone out there already, a heckler, a hater, if you will, who is challenging or disparaging my natty status. And you can see the comment here on a very recent video of mine. And what we're going to be doing here is addressing this comment and addressing this controversy right now that's setting the internet ablaze. All 30 plus of my subscribers, I got about 32 subscribers. Perhaps you can have the honor of being the 33rd right now. But at any rate, with this huge following that I have here early on, we got to get this out of the way right now. I'm sure this is really setting the fitness industry on its ear. So let's address these fake natty concerns or accusations for the middle-aged natural and determine for a fact that the middle-aged natural is in fact natural. We're going to do that here in this video. We're going to take a look at all the reasons and validations that I can present, showing that I am in fact a lifetime natural physique constructor. And let's do that right now. Here we go. All right, so we're starting here with the 6th video that I uploaded to YouTube called Get Jacked in 1 Hour. I'm getting a full freaky upper body pump. And as you can see, this video is basically gone viral. Amazing. And so what we had happen is the comment section blowing up. Well, not really, just 2 comments. One of them was from my friend telling me I did a good job on the video. And the other one was from our troll here, or our heckler. And you can see he's questioning the natty status. And he's probably referring to the pump footage at the end. That was the whole point of the video, getting a full pump, getting a freaky pump, and looking like a freak. And so here you can see some of the footage that was going on at the end of that video. You see we had a full chest and traps and lats and arms, triceps, biceps, delts, you name it. Everything was pumped. And this fellow, I assume it's a fellow, does not appreciate or expect or agree that this is achievable naturally, but I can assure you that it is because that's what I've done. But the key question is, what defines a natural? Or what disqualifies one from a natural status? Well, of course, anything injectable, I think we can all agree, will disqualify you as a natty. So that, of course, includes steroids and TRT, prescription stuff, HRT, peptides, injectable. I don't know a whole lot about this stuff, but I know that a lot of it isn't considered natural. Oral steroids, peptides, testosterone, SARMs. I don't even really know what SARMs are, but I'm sure I've never taken them. It's actually a lot easier for me to just go over to the things I do take and have taken. Basic stuff like whey protein, creatine, glutamine, and also beta-alanine. Those are the main things that I'm taking right now. And if you want to go into the past, back to the 90s and early 2000s, I used to take the big high-calorie weight gainer stuff, the BCAAs, and protein bars, EAS, Myoplex, Bill Phillips stuff, Phosphagen HP, and all that stuff from way back in the day. So in replying to the commenter, I referred him to my 2nd video that I uploaded on YouTube called Revolutionizing Natural Aesthetics, I believe, something like that. And I'm sure he didn't bother to watch it. You can see it right there. He's one of the few that didn't watch it because, as you can see, the views are just astronomical on this one. It's amazing. But at any rate, when he replied there, oh, you can't fool me, and he thinks that I've been using the hard and heavy stuff for a better part of 30 years. Now, what's important to keep in mind is the idea of uploading footage only when having full impressive pumps. And that's one thing that I've always done is get great pumps. Arms will grow by an inch, maybe an inch and a half or even more when I have a full upper body pump. And I like to do a lot of workouts focused on getting the pump. So you can see here the footage that you're looking at is with full pump. It looks very impressive, and I can see why some people might think this is a steroid physique, but it's not. It's just basically a pumped physique with a lot of years of experience going into it. And a recent, one of the earlier videos that I uploaded was how to get an insane arm pump, and this is another one that has been changing a lot of lives, as you can see with the view count there. Craziness. But at any rate, in that video, what I did was do a before and after comparison, before the workout, after the workout, of the difference that is made with the pump, an arm workout pump. And you can see there that there is a 15 to 20 pound difference appearance in terms of the appearance of the arms and the size and the veinage and everything about it. And what we can also do is refer to my highly entertaining and wildly popular physique reaction videos. You can see that when I film these, I mean, look at the views on these. It's going crazy, folks. But when I film these, I do have optimal lighting set up to bring out the cuts and the definition and the musculature. But one thing I don't have when I film these videos is a pump. And if you want to take a look at the comparison here, you could see on the right without a pump and the left with the pump. Now, there is no difference in body weight here. Everything's the same body fat percentage, same everything. But you can see on the left, I definitely look 15 to 20 pounds heavier with a full upper body pump. But of course, there needs to be more than just a pump comparison to validate the Natty status. And so what we're going to be diving into here are some of the signs and symptoms of long-term steroid use and abuse, since what this guy is insisting here in the comments is that over the course of 30 years, I've been using a lot of these performance-enhancing drugs and banned substances and whatnot. So what we're going to be doing here is making myself vulnerable with a steroid symptom test index. Will I pass or will I fail? Well, let's take a look. I know you're on the edge of your seat, so let's get right to it. First up, the gynecomastia check. And that'll be an easy one. All we have to do is zoom in on the old pecs, see if there's any signs of gyno or scars from gyno surgery. And as you can see, everything looks good. We're all clear, so we pass this one with flying colors. Up next, a baldness check. And this one isn't necessarily that foolproof, I would say, because a lot of people obviously are bald that have never touched steroids. But being as it is one of the symptoms of long-term steroid abuse, we do have to include it in here. And as you can see, everything looks pretty good. And even from behind, from the top, we're doing okay, especially for being middle-aged. Now, I do want to be fully transparent and say that I have been on finasteride for the past 4 or 5 years. And as you can see, my hairline in today's day and age isn't quite what it used to be a quarter century ago, but not many people's are. Certainly not enough of a difference here to disqualify me from Natty status. So we passed this one as well. Ah yes, the acne/bacne test. Well, you've already seen plenty of shots of me from the front. You know there's no issues going on there. Here we see from the back, also no issues. There are some spots, sunspots or age spots, whatever you want to call them. No acne outbreaks though, no scars from previous acne outbreaks. We passed this one also. You know, a lot of people say that steroids will age you, especially if you abuse them a lot. They'll age your face, they'll blow it up, puff it out, give you big chipmunk cheeks, moon face, what have you. You can see I don't have that issue. As a matter of fact, a lot of people, both on the internet and in real life, are surprised at my age. A lot of people think that I'm 10, 15, 16, 17 years younger than I actually am, and that they're surprised that I look so much younger for my age than I actually am. A lot of that has to do with the fact that I take a lot of steps toward the anti-aging route. Also has a lot to do with the fact that I've never taken steroids. And for further confirmation that I passed this test, let's take a look at a brief interaction I had with a young lady on the internet recently.
How old are you?
How old would you guess?
Like maybe late 20s.
All right, last up, we have the fat-free mass index calculation, also known as the FFIMI calculation. To do this, we need to establish a height and a weight and a body fat percentage. My height, I like to consider 5'9.5". That's what I remember it being. I wouldn't be surprised if I maybe shrunk a half inch over the years, but we can call it 5'9". My body weight lately has been in the mid-180s, so we'll call it 185. My body fat percentage, I'm not sure, but I would guess it's right now probably around 9, between 9 and 10%, maybe 9. But none of that matters, because what I'm actually going to do here is use calculations from when I was at my most shredded last winter. I got down to morning weight of 177 pounds, and I was probably around 6% body fat, as you can see. The leanest I've ever been, probably the leanest that I'll ever be. And one thing's for sure, my face was scary. But using this is actually making it harder for me to pass the Natty status check on the FFMI because it's, I'm leaner and it was more impressive. So what we're going to do is go ahead and plug in 5'9" for the height. We're going to put $177 in for the weight. And then we're going to use 6.5% body fat. I think that's pretty accurate for where I was at that time. And you can see that puts me in the 24s. Now, being in the 24 range puts me right into the superior end of the spectrum, but it does not have me in the suspicious range, and it certainly doesn't even have me anywhere close to the unlikely range. So there's nothing here to discredit me from a natty status. We passed this one also. That means we have passed all of the tests, and we are certified 100% natty. And so the question that a lot of people might have right now is how I've been able to attain and maintain this level of musculature over this long course of time. 30 years is a long time. There's a lot of videos to be made about that, a lot of different things to talk about. I will say that genetics plays a factor. I have pretty good genetics, above average, definitely, I wouldn't say elite genetics by any means, but good genetics for doing this kind of stuff. I also spent a lot of years of consistency and also spent a lot of years bulking. It's only been the last year where I've been focusing on getting lean. I've actually had the best physique I've ever had this past year. But you can see how I looked in my bulking years, which is something that I did for a lot of years. And what I did was long-term extreme bulking, which actually, I believe, enabled me to add additional muscle mass that pushed me beyond my so-called genetic limits of what I would have been able to attain without doing that, overeating and force-feeding high-calorie, high-protein meals for years and years. And you can see pictures here from when I used to bulk way up, way higher body fat percentage than I am now. And this is coming from somebody with the genetics that you're seeing here, this picture from '89. Very thin, very lean. My genetics are to be thin and lean. You can see, though, I was carrying my muscle building potential in my calves. I'll talk more about that in other videos as well. But yeah, it was definitely the extreme bulking that I give credit to for carrying this amount of muscle on my frame at this particular time. There you can see the 35-year transformation. And here's a little equation that shows how you go from being skinny like that to being kind of jacked. Well, I had to go through the big middle part there for a lot of years of overeating and looking like a big lumberjack type fellow, which is totally against my genetic makeup. And so in the coming days, I plan on making a lot of video content on all this stuff. How to build a natural physique that would probably surpass even your own expectations. If you do want to do it naturally, it is going to be a longer process. I have nothing against people who are enhanced. I certainly don't want people to not think they can follow or enjoy my videos if they are enhanced or they want to take steroids. It doesn't matter to me what you do. I do have a lot of information to offer, though, after 30 years of constructing a physique that can help people who are natural or enhanced. And we're going to be getting into all this stuff here on the M.A.N channel as the days go by. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you'll come back for more. We're going to have a lot of fun, and we're going to do some things seriously. We're also going to do a lot of goofing off. We're going to have a whole mixed bag right here on the Middle-Aged Natural M.A.N YouTube channel. Come on back for more and keep working on that physique.